Smiling is how you share joy and happiness with the world. So when our children needed orthodontic treatment, we wanted them to have the best experience possible, which is why we chose Crystal Orthodontics. The personalized braces and Invisalign treatments fit easily into our active schedules, and the care we received was outstanding and even fun. Their new smiles are amazing, and Crystal Orthodontics definitely earned our trust. There's nothing better than seeing our kids share beaming, confident smiles in all of life's moments.
Hello, basketball fans, and welcome into Menomonie High School for this Big Rivers Conference basketball matchup between the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes and your Menomonie Mustangs. Alongside my color man, Storm Harmon, I'm Joe Zadowski, and we will be bringing you tonight's live stream broadcast of Menomonie basketball on Mustangs TV. Menomonie had their 6-game winning streak snapped on Tuesday night with a 61-53 loss to River Falls, the current leaders in the Big Rivers Conference. The Mustangs are now 8-3, 2-2 in the BRC, and looking to get back on track tonight against a rebuilding squad from Eau Claire Memorial. The Old Abes are only 4-7 on the season, but they are 3-1 in the BRC, with wins against Chi High, Rice Lake, and River Falls, the team that Menomonie lost to on Tuesday. Memorial has lost 3 of their last 4 games and is coming off this week's 74-53 loss at Marshfield on Tuesday. Their lone loss in the BRC came against New Richmond back in December by a score of 87-77. It's been a minute since the Mustangs beat the Old Abes, dating all the way back to February 11th, 2021, when Menomonie beat Memorial in overtime 67-65. When these two teams faced off last year, Memorial swept the season series, winning those 2 games 70-47 and 68-59. Coming up on the pregame show, sponsored by Crystal Orthodontics, we'll talk with the assistant coach of the Mustangs, Dolly Thornton, go over the starting lineups, keys to the game, and we'll get ready for tip-off right here from Menomonie High School. We'll be back with Coach Thornton after a word from our sponsors. You're watching Mustangs TV.
Advanced Electrical and Mechanical is a Pysick family-owned business and proud supporter of Menomonie Athletics. Whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural, we've got your electrical, HVAC, and refrigeration needs covered. Let's make your project happen. Call us today at 715-495-2968 or visit us online at www.advancedelectricalmechanical.com.
Joining us on the pregame show is assistant coach for the Mustangs, Dolly Thornton. Dolly, how you doing tonight?
Hey, I'm doing good. We're ready to play.
Excellent. Well, it's a Big Rivers Conference matchup against a team really that has kind of dominated this matchup since 2021. Graduated a lot of guys. What does Memorial bring in here tonight?
Well, as you know, Memorial always has a good team, and they just beat River Falls, as you had mentioned to me earlier. I think they have a lot of tenacity. Their defense is on the line, up the line. They're gonna, really play a hard game, just as River Falls has and New Richmond.
No, definitely. They lost a lot of seniors, so a lot of guys getting some experience. You would expect that they're going to finish the season better than they started the season. But Menomonie has started the season real hot. 8-3 record. Had won 6 in a row. Lost one to a good River Falls team on Tuesday. How did the guys bounce back from that?
Well, we were really close during that game. I think just taking care of the ball. When the defense is on you hard, you have to have some pressure releases, and we just have to make sure we're stopping those turnovers and making those easy baskets.
Now, last week, Friday, we saw a terrific performance against New Richmond. The defense stepped up, held New Richmond well below their season average. Tyler Nelson, I think it was 31 points, but really a balanced attack. Is that something that you guys look? Do you look for certain matchups, or is it just kind of balanced attack and have every guy do what they can do out there?
We have a lot of guys that can score, so it's, let the guys play. Let's do our thing. We don't worry too much about the other team at this point. Let's just really utilize the players we have. The matchups, yeah, we go through them, but not our emphasis.
So this is the first time around in the conference. I suppose maybe the second time around there's a little more scouting and a little more matchup play?
Sure. And, Coach does do a lot of film work too. But again, he really wants to concentrate on what we have and utilize our players the way he thinks is best.
Now, it was finals week. There's a lot of colds and sicknesses going around. What's the status of the team for tonight's matchup?
We're all healthy and ready to go.
Hey, that sounds great. Well, it's a great Friday night for a basketball game. Again, Dolly Thornton, assistant coach for the Mustangs. Dolly, any final words of wisdom for our viewers?
Oh, it's going to be a good game tonight, so stay with us the whole game.
Sounds good, Dolly. Good luck to the Mustangs, and thanks for your interview. We'll be back in just a second. You're watching Mustangs TV.
Advanced Electrical and Mechanical is a Pysick family-owned business and proud supporter of Menomonie Athletics. Whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural, we've got your electrical, HVAC, and refrigeration needs covered. Let's make your project happen. Call us today at 715-495-2968 or visit us online at www.advancedelectricalmechanical.com.
Welcome back into Menomonie High School. We're about 3 minutes away from this Big Rivers Conference battle between the Menomonie Mustangs and the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes. Again, this is Joe Zadowski, and I'm happy to introduce our colorman tonight, assistant principal at the high school and former head girls basketball coach, Storm Harmon. Storm, how we doing?
Joe, we're doing good tonight. We just wrapped up first semester, about to hit the second semester, and I think we got a good game on our hands coming up.
I'll tell you what, Storm, it all blends together. I can't remember if we did a game last year together, maybe one or something,
Yep.
but I haven't been doing many games this year. Eric decided to be part of the swimming team and been going to a lot of swimming meets. Did last Friday's game where Menomonie knocked off New Richmond, but really excited to be working with you here tonight. Man, what a battle we got.
Yes, super excited. I think Menomonie's been playing pretty good basketball the first half of the year here. Big key to tonight, I think it's going to come down to tempo. Memorial's going to want to pressure the game up a little bit, probably get into a little bit more of the full court. Traditionally, they've shown some run and jump through their years, but really just want to push the ball. They're probably going to want possessions, volume of possessions there. Our boys from that end have played multiple games, multiple different ways. I think Coach Van Grunsven is going to want to control the tempo on his side, really feature Trevor Roberts in the middle. I think that's where the mismatch is again. They had a nice test earlier this week against River Falls, who's on the top of the conference right now, which is a team that you mentioned that Memorial happened to beat. So I think we're in for one tonight.
You know what? You said run and jump. I'm going to ask you about that later. One thing to warn you about, Storm, you start using coach speak, I'm going to make you explain it to the audience. But it's interesting. This is almost kind of bizarro world. It's almost the opposite of what we've seen for the last 5 years. Menomonie comes in with a team that is 8-3, really having a great start to the season, whereas Memorial comes in, and their record's only 4-7. Memorial's got a heck of a program, though. They graduated a bunch of seniors. That was one of the better teams in the state that they had. Those guys kind of built up over a few years, and now you got some kids, a lot of kids that didn't get a lot of varsity time. They're going to get nothing but better, and they're very well coached.
Yeah, absolutely. And the same thing on Menomonie's side. I'd say our senior guards have really stepped up this year. Really noticeable, kind of waited their turn, right? And with that said, they're taking full advantage of that opportunity that they've had. Played pretty efficient basketball, looking at the statistics, take care of the ball at a high level, pretty high percentage from a shot selection standpoint. And to me, they're some of their parts. They really complement each other really well, hence the success that the team's having.
Yeah, Coach Van Grunsven really has that team working well together, and it seems like it's a different guy every night. Trevor Robert, the 6'7 junior, he's had a number of double-digit, double-double games. Jacob Rue, he's had some real high-scoring games, nailing all those three-pointers. And then last Friday night against New Richmond, Tyler Nelson had 31 points.
Yep.
You mentioned Eau Claire Memorial might try to push the pace. The Mustangs look good against that pressure against New Richmond last Friday, whereas on Tuesday, River Falls plays a more half-court game. Mustangs played them tough, but River Falls got the better of them. Hopefully last week's experience against New Richmond, shows that they're going to do the same thing tonight.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
So we have Ian Penovich on the camera again. He was here last Friday with us. Glad to have Ian back. I know he got some brownie points at home for saying hi to his mom, and a shout-out to his grandma during halftime. See if we can make that happen again. But we're just getting ready for the national anthem and starting lineups. We're going to go ahead and turn it over to the PA announcer down at the table, Chris Schrantz, and see if you guys can hear Chris at all with the opening announcements. So you're watching Mustangs TV.
Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. Profanity, racial, sexist, ethnic comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the highest ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Now to honor America and to those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to stand, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart for the recording of the national anthem.
All right, we had a playing of a recording of the national anthem. Pep band played last night, I think, for the hockey game, and kids had finals the last 2 days, so no pep band tonight. And it looks like we might start just a few minutes early. If anybody missed us for the opening introduction, again, this is going to be the Menomonie Mustangs against the Eau Claire Old Abes. The last time Menomonie beat the Old Abes was all the way back February 11th, 2021. Menomonie beat Memorial in overtime, 67-65. In Storm, I was talking to Matt Riley today. Matt's now the activities director. No longer, he was 14 years the head boys basketball coach. This is year 2 for Greg Van Grunsven. And what Matt was saying is he remembers that game. Noah Feddersen was on the team. Brock Thorpe was on the team. It was really, quite a team Menomonie had. And since then, Memorial has really kind of peaked as a program. Maybe tonight the Mustangs can get one.
Yeah, hoping that they can take advantage of it. Again, they played multiple styles of basketball this year, and they've done a really good job of it. Playing slow games, winning those, playing fast games, winning those. You mentioned the New Richmond game, and hopefully that's a good test coming into tonight. Well,
it looks like the lights are off, and going to be announcing some starting lineups. A little rusty here. I probably should have had the flashlight on my phone. We'll see if we can get these up, but first of all, for Eau Claire, it was Caleb Johnson, a 5'9 senior, Andrew Hudson, a 5'8 junior, Caleb Messner, a 6'1 senior, Mason McCarthy, a 6'3 junior, and Ian Bauer, a 6'3 senior. So not quite the size that you're going to see from Menomonie. Menomonie is announcing some of the youth program athletes. Some of these young guys, they hit a certain shot amount. They have kind of a reward for these kids if they get certain number of shots. Do you remember? You know how many it was, Storm?
Yeah, I think they do a 10,000 and 20,000 shot, and I think it's a made club, Joe.
Oh, they got to make that many.
Yep.
So you got all these little guys down there who made 20,000 shots, and their reward for that is getting a game day experience. I know that's something that Matt Riley did when he was a boys coach. I think the girls did something like that too, Storm. So kind of a Menomonie Hoops Club thing, and it's just great to see that partnership between the Menomonie Hoops Club and the high school program. That's a real tribute to the high school coaches, kind of setting up that youth program. So for Menomonie, coming out is a 6'2 senior. That'll be number 1, Isaac Nielsen. With him will be a 5'10 senior, number 2, Jacob Rue. Then the 5'11 senior, number 12, Tyler Nelson. So 3 for 3 in the senior category. Number 20, Trevor Robert, is a junior, but he's 6'8". Oh, I think I keep saying 6'7". He must have grown an inch. And then also another junior, number 22, Blake Barron. So this starting five has pretty much been the same starting five you've seen throughout the early season. 8-3 Menomonie Mustangs, and got a good crowd here tonight.
Yeah, fun. It looks like a fun gym. Memorial usually travels pretty well, too.
I know our girls are over in Eau Claire playing against Eau Claire Memorial, so we'll see if we can maybe do some texting with Mr. Betcher, or Storm's got it on his phone. So Storm, throw those scoring updates as we go. And here we go. There's the tip. So the clock is working. Oh, we're in great shape. Scorebot is working. Ian Penovich on the camera. Storm Harmon on color, and this is Joe Zadowski. The opening possession, Blake Barons with the ball underneath to Trevor Robert. Jump shot, good, nothing but the bottom of the net. And the Mustangs on the board first, lead 2-0, and some pressure right away, Storm.
Yeah, a little pressure off that right there. It was nice to see. I saw Trevor at lunch on Wednesday after the Tuesday game at River Falls. I was like, hey, I think we got to go a little bit quicker on our touches because they start throwing doubles at him when they're undersized, and that was great decisiveness by him.
Gotta love having a former basketball coach as the assistant principal. Little coaching during lunch. Jake Rue with the ball out on top, down to Trevor Robert. Robert scored the first bucket of the game. He's got a nice height advantage tonight. Back out to Rue, and for 3, Jake Rue from behind the arc. Mustangs lead 5-0.
Great start there. Again, inside out, play that way. That's where the advantage is.
And these guys have done a nice job sharing the ball. 3-point from the corner for the Old Abes. That one knocked out of bounds. They're going to call it off of Isaac Nielsen. So Memorial will get it under their own basket. Mustangs leading 5-0.
Yeah, and I like the 2-1-2 full court pressure. Just kind of keeps the ball in front of them. Doesn't allow Memorial to get into transition as easy.
Deep inbound there for the Old Abes. Mustangs looking a little zone here, Storm.
Yep. And then the corner, that's where like Blake Barron's, his length and Isaac's length on the corners there, it's tough to shoot around, and you kind of give up a little bit more corner threes. You got those pesky guards up top with the big guy in the middle. It's a tough zone to break down.
Well, and the rebounding has been pretty good for Menomonie. New Richmond had some long rebounds with all the three-pointers they shot, but you got to think this might help keep Trevor Robert out of that foul trouble too.
Yep, and I thought Coach Van Grunsven this season's done a pretty good job mixing and matching the defensive looks.
So 1 shot, 1 look, 1 rebound, and that's the key, getting those defensive rebounds. Jake Rue comes down with it, and the Mustangs leading 5-0 back on the offensive end. Tyler Nelson down the lane, kicks it out to Trevor Robert. Over in the far corner, back out to Jake Rue. Memorial looks like they're playing a real tight man-to-man defense, like Coach Thornton said in the pregame interview, on the line, up the line. Trying to stay between their offensive player and the ball at all times. From the corner, Isaac Nielsen, and the Mustangs 3 for 3, including 2 3-pointers, 1 by Rue, and now 1 for Nielsen. Mustangs looking great early.
Gotta love that inside-out game.
Trevor Robert with that 6'8 frame, he's such a difference maker in there. Everyone's got to double and crash down on him, leaving those 3-point shooters some room to shoot. Memorial trying to find a seam. Nice drive there. Off the rim. No good. Jake Rue with another rebound. That's 2 now for Rue. He's a guard. You don't usually see him get many rebounds, but the senior doing a nice job on the defensive glass.
Again, back to our spread offense here. Kind of isolates that one side of the floor for Trev to kind of make good decisions.
Nice fakes there from Robert. He comes up a little bit off on that one. So here come the Old Abes trying to push the issue a little bit. Nice drive. Defensive block there by Blake Behrens. Good job restraining himself from the foul. Boy, Storm, by this point last Friday, there was probably 6 fouls on the board. It was a hack fest against New Richmond. Tyler Nelson to the hoop, tried to get it off the glass. Little light on that one. And the Old Abes get another stop. Back cut there, but a steal by Nelson. That's a turnover. 2 turnovers now on Memorial. Mustangs have gotten a good shot every time down so far. They made their first 3. They've missed their last 2, leading 8-0. Jake Rue out to Tyler Nelson, over to Blake Behrens, over to Isaac Nielsen. Little high screen there from Robert. For Behrens, he's a lefty. Doesn't mind going left down to that corner. Good job by Trevor fighting through the double team.
Yeah, I think one thing, from a growth standpoint, when that double comes, we need that guy to become available, whether you're diving right to the logo in the middle of the free throw lane or creating space so Trevor can operate with a clear picture.
No shot clock here in Wisconsin. Mustangs, they can afford to be patient, get a good shot here. Into Trevor from the elbow, up, under, and back out to Nielsen. Isaac, crossover dribble. Oh, a quick move to the hole. And wow, did he go from 0 to 60 as Isaac Nielsen lays it off the glass. Mustangs leading 10-0.
And he's a big 6'2", so when he gets going downhill, he's a tough high school guard to stop.
Yeah, long and strong.
Yes, absolutely.
3-point attempt there, and the Memorial is on the board. 3-point basket by Ian Bauer.
And he's got a great motor, Joe. He's going to be a fun kid to watch, I think, tonight. I've heard some really good things from coaches in the area of just how hard he plays and kind of keeps this team going.
Bauer.
Good senior leader.
Yep, Bauer, 6'3" senior. Robert to the middle, off the iron, not able to get it down. So Mustangs lead 10-3 as they retreat back to guard the basket.
It's a little man now.
Nice up and under, not able to get the angle though. That was Caleb Johnson for the Old Abes. Isaac Nielsen, another blow by. This time tried to go under the hoop when a reverse left it just a little bit short. Nice drive there for the Old Abes, not able to lay it in. That was number 11, Mason McCarthy. Good first step, just not able to finish. So 12 minutes to go here in the first half. A lot of action back and forth.
We don't have a foul call yet, do we?
No, it's kind of refreshing. There's the first turnover on the Mustangs. Isaac Nielsen tried to get that one over to Blake Behrens. Good defense by the Old Abes. Yeah, both these teams are very well coached, Storm.
Yeah, Coach Persky's done a nice job over there at Memorial. Pumped out a lot of kids to the next level, too.
Trevor Robert with good defense and even better restraint, not committing that foul out by the midline. Going to have our first substitutes of the game in for the Mustangs. Number 13, Ian Kitzner. Also number 11, DJ Butler, as Behrens and Robert take a seat.
Someone's got to guard the ball. Oh, boy.
And a little miscommunication there for 3.
I think some of the guys thought they were in zone. Some must have thought they were in man that possession.
And that was Bauer again, I think, Storm.
Yep, Bauer hit that.
So he has both baskets for the Old Abes, 2 3-pointers. Lucas Locken is out there, number 5. He checked in for the Old Abes along with number 13, Caleb Alatunji. Is that, did I say that right?
Tunji, yep.
Okay, Alatunji. They both checked in for Memorial. Long 3-pointer from Jake Rue. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Jacob Rue from deep with a 3-pointer for the Mustangs and a 30-second timeout called by Coach Van Grunsven. We'll take a real quick one here, and we'll come back and see what Coach Harmon thinks about that. You're watching Mustangs. Welcome back to Menomonie High School. And Storm, what do you think so far?
A great start for the Mustangs there. Kind of multiple guys getting some nice looks at the rim there. I've been really impressed with our baseline, our blob series, baseline out of bounds. Usually the River Falls game, we got 3 clean looks for Rue out of that too. They just run some nice clean action on rhythm.
Nice play out of the timeout there from Memorial, and knocking that one down is number 5, Lucas Lucken.
A sophomore.
So the 5'8" sophomore with a 3-pointer, all 9 points for the Old Abes from behind the arc.
I might be mistaken. You know better than me. Was that last name a good baseball player from Memorial?
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're brothers, but Grant Locken.
Yeah.
He was a real good baseball player. Another 3-point attempt. That one off the mark. Rebound, DJ Butler. And DJ can really sky through the air. Not many times you see a tailback to be as fluid on the basketball court as DJ, and a turnover on the Mustangs. That's now 2 turnovers apiece. 2 for the Old Abes, 2 for Menomonie. And here comes Trevor Robert and the freshman Parker Barron seeing his first action, the younger brother of Blake Barron's.
And I'm sure Coach Van Grunzen, you're going to get turnovers when you play a high-pressure team. We want them to be aggressive turnovers towards the rim, not going away from our basket.
So Memorial got it within 4, and after Menomonie turns it over, Memorial returns the favor. Now 3 turnovers on the Old Abes, and man, our stats are doing pretty good so far.
And they're letting the guys play right now, too. There might have been a little bump there. You kind of like this.
Yeah.
I think the game just is cleaner. Not as much stoppage.
A lot of stoppages last Friday against New Richmond, but they were very consistent. That's all you can really ask.
True that.
DJ Butler with the ball for the Mustangs. Out at the top of the key. Blow by there. Good jump stop. Off the glass and good.
Love it.
DJ Butler showing some offensive prowess.
Coach Greg Gard would love that. Playing off 2 feet, being strong at the rim.
So here come the Old Abes down to the short corner. Deflection there by the freshman Parker Barons. Nice hesitation dribble there from Locken. Ooh, looked like maybe a travel out front. No call. Up and under. Offensive rebound, I guess you'd call that, for Memorial. Off the rim. Rebound, Trevor Robert. So Memorial got 2 chances that time, Storm.
Yep.
We haven't seen that real often yet. Mustangs have done a pretty good job on boxing out, getting those rebounds. Isaac Nielsen to Butler. Down to Robert at the high post. Good move there from Trevor. Gets nice and low. Couple spins, but a really nice job on defense there. Who was that? Number 23, Trajan Telesic in a 3-point basket there by Bauer. Ian Bauer's got 9 of the 12 points, all from behind the arc. Mustangs are going to have to know where he's at.
Yeah, I think he's had a couple games this year, too, where he's kind of exploded.
Butler, top of the key for Menomonie.
So this is a wrinkle that I noticed against River Falls, that the Mustangs go to a little bit 4-out, 1-in, a little different look than their spread offense when they have certain guard lineup out there.
So a foul has been called. That one's going to be on Abbott Jepson. His team's first foul of the game. To the line goes Tyler Nelson. Again, all free throws this winter, sponsored by Bills Distributing. Thank you to Corey Geertz and everyone over there at Bills for all your support of Mustangs athletics. As Nelson rattles the first one home. First point of the night for Tyler. A week ago, he had 31 against New Richmond.
Won't forget that night, will he, Joe?
That was a career night for just about anybody. Second one, no good, but rebound to Trevor Robert, lays it in. So the Mustangs get 3 on that possession. A free throw by Nelson and a putback by Robert. Into the game for Menomonie, number 10, Javon Butler. So brothers out there. Couple pair of brothers on this team. The Barons brothers and the Butler brothers.
We got some sisters on the girls basketball team.
Yeah.
A little bit going on here.
Yeah, the Ullman sisters. Last year we had the Marlette sisters. Keep them coming.
Yep.
Good defense here by Menomonie. Back in that zone, it looks like, Storm. Good no call there. Some referees might have called that a kick, but really it was the pass that hit the foot. It wasn't the foot that went up to the pass. So another turnover for the Old Abes. That's 4. Down low to Trevor. Good job being patient. Up and in with the foul. The 6'8 junior, his 6th point of the game, 3 2-point baskets, and now he'll head to the line for a Bills Distributing free throw. See if he can get 3 the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, really good post up. He solidified that spot down low. Good rhythm dribble, took the contact, and spun back baseline.
Blake Barron's back in for the Mustangs, as is Jake Rue. Mason McCarthy back in for the Old Abes. And the free throw from Robert off the iron. Mustangs lead 20-12. 7 minutes to go here. And a nice lay-in. That's that same guy, Ian Bauer. He's got 11 now. 3 3-pointers and then that layup. He's the one really kind of keeping the Old Abes in this one so far. Baseline drive by Parker Barons over to Jake Rue from the corner. It's good! Another 3-pointer for Jake Rue. I got him down for 9, Storm.
I'm there too. Yeah, great drive by Parker there to get the baseline and look for that corner out there.
He just about stepped on the end line, but the freshman did a good job staying in bounds. Jake Rue caught it, ready to shoot. And the Mustangs, every time Memorial seems to try to close the gap, Mustangs have answered. Good defense there. Blake Barons in the far corner. 3-pointer, good. That is Lucas Locken, his second 3 of the night. He's now got 6. So all the scoring for Memorial coming from Bauer and Locken. 15 of the 17 points from behind the arc. Butler down low, baseline drive off the side of the hoop there. Javon might have got a little bit deep on the drive. Good idea, but just not in the right position. Steal there by Rue. Another turnover for the Old Abes, and here come the Mustangs.
Rim run.
Trevor Robert running the court. Good look by Rue, and Robert will head back to the free throw line for 2 free throws sponsored by Bills Distributing. What'd you see there, Storm?
Well, I like the active hands down there. Again, sometimes the zone just keeps bodies in front of you, and then with Rue and Barons there getting a little snipe. But that was one of the best rim runs of the season I've seen Trevor had. That's one place where I think he can really start to dominate next level. It's just that consistent effort over and over again, making guys go with you.
When you say rim run, Storm, what do you mean by that?
Yep, so like if you imagine there's an imaginary line from the front of the rim to the front of the rim, there's that midline right in the middle of the court. When we get possession of the basketball, whether it's defensive rebound or off of turnover, we want our 5 spot, what Trevor is, to run as fast as he can to that rim.
And he did that, and a good job by Jake Rue getting him the ball. So Trevor Robert, 1 for 2 from the line. He's 2 of 4 on the night, I think. And here come the Old Abes. Nice drive there. Hoop and the harm, as Chad Zutter would like to say. Chad with a well-deserved night off tonight. That basket by Mason McCarthy, his first hoop. That foul was called on Butler. So Javon Butler with his first foul. The free throw is good, so McCarthy converts the 3-point play. It's now 24-20, and we're going to have a timeout on the court. So we'll take a timeout up here as well. We've seen an entertaining first half so far. Mustangs are leading 24-20. You're watching Mustangs TV.
We've been able to build out the areas, the rural areas around Menomonie.
Most of those places are spots that have little to no access to high-speed internet. Pretty much all of those phone calls, the people are ecstatic and so excited to be able to finally get fiber optics.
It's really great that we were able to serve the folks in the rural that probably thought they would never get good internet service.
We put the fiber in the ground. That's gives them the connection, but it's also the support we provide. It's the services we provide over that fiber.
Welcome back to Menomonie High School. Timeout on the court. A 3-point play by Mason McCarthy for the Old Abes brings Eau Claire Memorial within 4. Mustangs leading 24-20, and Storm, entertaining first half.
Yeah, pretty clean basketball game from the side of fouls not being called a whole lot, but just good, clean aggressiveness by both defenses there. Mustangs already 9 deep, too. I like that from Coach Van Grusman because this nice take.
Beautiful drive there by Nielsen. Over to Robert, and Trevor, little double pump up and in with the foul. So 2-point basket, and he'll head to the line. Trevor Robert, the 6'8 junior, 9 points already here for the Mustangs. If I didn't miss a free throw, I might have missed one. I'll have to double check that. But that free throw off the back iron. Rebound, DJ Butler. Butler back out to Robert. Robert lays it in. So Trevor Robert with 4 points on that possession. Great job by DJ Butler battling for the ball.
Yeah, awesome energy there by DJ. Which is no surprise. We've seen it on the gridiron. The kid works really hard.
3-point attempt there off the iron. That was number 2, Andrew Hudson for the Old Abes. And here comes Tyler Nelson.
Got him.
Ooh, nice post up there. You're right. They had Trevor Robert posting up in the middle of the lane. 3-point attempt by Nielsen. Rebound, Butler. Another hustle rebound for DJ. Off the glass and good. And Storm, DJ does a really nice job using the glass down low.
Yeah, and that's the old saying, low man wins. Just snuck right in there, strong. You really can't bump him off of a spot, but then love him getting his base and going up strong with the basketball there.
I don't know what he squats and benches, but I'd put him up against anybody on the court right now. But a 3-point basket,
Bauer.
Another one for Ian Bauer. He's got 14 points already.
Yeah, you mentioned single-handedly keeping him in this right now.
Mustangs need to know where Ian Bauer's at. He's a player there for the Old Abes. Trevor Roberts slams it home.
Going to be interesting to see, Joe, what Memorial's changeup's going to be because you can't keep isolating a 6'2", 6'3 guy on Trevor. He's on a mission tonight.
Beautiful pass, and now a block by Robert. Trevor Robert having a huge impact here. DJ Butler out top for the Mustangs.
Nice move.
I missed his Storm. I was trying to do a replay. I didn't have it set up right.
Trevor again, he hard dribble middle and then spun back baseline with the left.
Trevor getting hot here for Menomonie. Bad news for the Old Abes. Ian Bauer, he's been keeping him in it though. That one off the back iron. Rebound, DJ Butler. And I'd venture to guess if there's going to be a loose ball, DJ's the one to get it. He's been getting all the loose balls the last few minutes, giving the Mustangs some real good time off the bench. Tyler Nelson over to DJ Butler, into Trevor Robert. Another one in the basket for Trevor Robert. Mustangs moving the ball well, and Trevor really positioning himself, giving a good target to his teammates.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how long Coach Brisky lets this go right now. This is a big 8-0 run just by Trevor Robert.
Mustangs now leading 36-23, and another turnover. That's 6 now for the Old Abes. Jake Rue. Oh, that pass was a little light. Floated across, but good defense by Isaac Nielsen. No call. The way Nielsen slowed up there, Storm, I thought he might have thought there was a whistle, but he was just letting things get set up. Tyler Nelson from downtown, no good. Off the back iron, and here come the Old Abes. Nice drive there by Bauer. He gets the call. A little bit of a benefit of a whistle there. Might have been a little out of control, but good hustle there by the senior for the Old Abes. How many points do you have for Trevor now, Storm?
I got Trevor at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17.
And what did you say, eight in a row here, huh? Yeah, I was missing one. There we go. So Ian Bauer to the line for the Old Abes. That foul was called on Isaac Nielsen, his first, only the second on Menomonie. Yeah, we were shooting bonus throws. Only a few minutes into the game against New Richmond last Friday. Back into Trevor. A little reverse move there. Stop short, up and off the glass. And Memorial just does not have an answer for Trevor Robert. That 6'8" frame is just, Memorial, I think their tallest guy is 6'4", Trajan Telsiak. He's a sophomore.
Yeah, they really want to get this into an up and down game. Having the guards have to try and make more decisions, but I'm still a little bit surprised that there's not been many doubles coming, or at least a dead front action with a dig on the weak side. It's been the same look every single time down the floor.
Well, the Mustangs hit some of those three-pointers early, but Ian Bauer, again, keeping the Old Abes in it. Another 3 for Bauer. That's his 5th 3. He's got 17 points, 17 of the 27. Parker Barons out to DJ Butler, over to Isaac Nielsen. Nielsen looking into Robert. They're starting to help on him a little bit more. 3 guys are on Trevor, but he goes up with it. And a foul call. That will be on Ian Bauer. I think Trevor will head to the line for 2 more free throws, sponsored by Bill's Distributing. The call was on Bauer. That's only his first, though. 15 foul on the Old Abes. First one for Trevor off the front of the rim. He hasn't been making those free throws tonight. You just got him for 1?
I only got him for 1 make. I think he's missed 4 of them now.
Yeah, at least 4. There he goes.
Reverse jinx right there.
That's right. We got to do that reverse jinx once in a while. So 39-27, Mustangs lead by 12, under a minute to go. I don't think the Old Abes are necessarily trying to hold for 1 shot.
No, 1 stop here for the Mustangs, and I would hold for 1. Going to the half, pretty happy then.
Oh, and there's a stop.
Or we'll get one right now.
DJ Butler, and he's going to take the layup. 7th turnover now on the Old Abes. DJ Butler, he's got 6 points and a bunch of rebounds and a couple steals. Good effort there, but there's DJ again. Johnny on the spot, and I think the Mustangs will try to hold for 1. At least that's what Coach Van Grunsman's calling for. Tyler Nelson, he'll kind of dribble it around a little bit. But Memorial, he's closely guarded. He's going to have to get rid of it, which he does. And Mustangs fortunate. That one bounced off Isaac Nielsen, but last touch by the Old Abes. Here comes Jake Rue, an offensive substitution with 8.7 seconds left. He'll check in for Parker Barons. Going to have Jeff Abbott join us at halftime. Coach Abbott.
Got to go.
Assistant coach here for the Mustangs baseball team. Used to coach baseball at Memorial. And that was kind of a mess there, Storm, to end the half.
Yeah. Probably not what you're looking at. I think got a little hung up on their dribble handoff there. But otherwise, a great half by the Mustangs.
Terrific half. So Mustangs will go to the locker room leading 41-27. We're going to take just a short break, hear from our sponsors, and we'll come back and talk to Jeff Abbott for our halftime interview. You're watching Mustangs TV.
And telling everyone I meet that if they need appliances, they have to go to Denny's. I had done a lot of research prior to calling them to schedule an appointment. I called and I spoke with Kayla. She made some suggestions of things that I might want to consider versus what I had picked out. She wanted to make sure I got the best price and the best rebates. I was so thrilled when I got done working with her.
When you want peace of mind on your appliance purchase, schedule your one-on-one appointment with Denny's today.
high-deductible health plan, opening a health savings account at Dairy State Bank will allow you to save tax-free dollars to pay for a long list of health-related services allowed by the IRS. Dairy State Bank HSAs are serviced locally and work like a regular checking account. You can use a debit card or check to pay for expenses and access your account through online or mobile banking. Visit DairyStateBank.com to learn more about HSAs and online or mobile banking. Dairy State Bank. Banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Smiling is how you share joy and happiness with the world. So when our children needed orthodontic treatment, we wanted them to have the best experience possible, which is why we chose Crystal Orthodontics. The personalized braces and Invisalign treatments fit easily into our active schedules, and the care we received was outstanding and even fun. Their new smiles are amazing, and Crystal Orthodontics definitely earned our trust. There's nothing better than seeing our kids share beaming, confident smiles in all of life's moments.
Welcome back to Menomonie High School. Mustangs leading the Old Abes 41-27. A very entertaining first half for the Mustangs. And down in the court, we have some Menomonie Hoops Club youth basketball players getting recognized for their great work, making shots in the off-season. And again, we talked about that a little bit earlier on, just a great partnership between the high school and the youth program here in Menomonie. But we're going to go ahead and... Is this music on? What's going on here? Well, that's out there. Sorry about that. Nice music that Chris Strantz is playing over the loudspeakers. But we're going to go ahead and go to our halftime guest, sponsored by Crystal Orthodontics. And joining us tonight is Jeff Abbott. Jeff, also known to some people in the community as Archie, a Menomonie graduate, and spent time teaching at Eau Claire Memorial, head baseball coach at Eau Claire Memorial. And now he's back to Menomonie, and he's been working with the Menomonie baseball program for a number of years. And Jeff Abbott, Coach Abbott, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. It's kind of a pleasure to be on here with you, Joel.
You know, I always see you out there walking in the mornings, getting your exercise, and we've had an opportunity to chat on the baseball field, and it's always a fun conversation. But man, you're the perfect guy to interview tonight. You got experience at both of these communities.
Well, I appreciate that, but I'm a Menomonie guy, true and true now.
All right.
Just, you talk about the history of Menomonie baseball and sports in general. If you haven't been down to Wakanda Park lately, the people out there listening, you've got to get down there and see the improvements they've made to the facilities down there. I mean, we've got super batting cages now, and the field is just spectacular. So a good shout out to the city for everything they've done and everybody involved in baseball in Menomonie.
Yeah, just like we were talking about the Hoops Club having a great partnership, the Menomonie Baseball Association, along with the school district, also the city of Menomonie, like you mentioned, and UW Stout, they're playing their home games at Wakanda Park now as well. So, yeah, it really is a nice partnership. And I wouldn't suggest going there tomorrow. It's going to be a little cold tomorrow, Jeff. Maybe wait till, about April 30th?
I pretty much have a day scheduled to watch basketball all day.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Jeff Abbott, so you went to school here in Menomonie. What year did you graduate?
I graduated in 1972 and was very fortunate to play on some good baseball teams under Pete Hendrickson. It was kind of a powerhouse program back in the day.
You know, it's interesting you bring that up, and one of the things you and I talked about, my dad was over the holiday break was cleaning and organizing and going through some old boxes, and here he pulls out this baseball program from 1969, the state baseball tournament. The state tournament used to be held in Carson Park in Eau Claire. Now, my parents are both from Kenosha. I went to school in Kenosha-Tremper, and Tremper won the tournament that year. I think that's why he had the program. But I started looking at it, and lo and behold, here is the Menomonie roster, and a freshman on that team, Jeff Abbott.
Yeah, that was still a great memory, and at the time, you just thought it was another game because I was pretty young. And now you look back at it and how fortunate you are to get opportunities like that. Those don't come to everybody every day.
So who are some of the guys on that Menomonie team?
Well, I remember that our star pitcher was Gary Lund, And he went on to play for the Cavaliers, and he was pretty much unhittable. He threw a shutout in the first game of the state tournament. And then other guys like Tom Speidel and Gary Buckley, who's still around here in Menomonie, and Tom Young and Joel Merritt and Joel Evon, and there's a lot of well-known names here in Menomonie. It was really quite a thrill.
And it was really interesting. I looked at the program. On the back of the program, it said sponsored by Chippewa Sporting Goods, which I'm guessing is Chippewa Valley Sporting Goods, or an offshoot of it anyway.
Right.
So who was the coach of that team?
Pete Hendrickson was the coach, and if you're at the gym here tonight, the line is Pete Hendrickson Walla Champions. The old gym here used to be called the Pete Hendrickson Gymnasium. It was named after him. He took a basketball team to the state finals and took 2 baseball teams to the state tournament back in the 60s.
But now you spent a lot of your career in Eau Claire, correct?
Correct. I went to Eau Claire in 1980 and was fortunate to be part of the baseball program for 22 years and had some great fun there. Made a lot of great friends, a lot of memories. And
you were the head coach for a while, right?
I was head coach for most of that, or half of that time. Then I worked with Casey Eckert, who people know maybe from officiating, because Casey and I were basketball referee partners for many, many years. And then I left to go into business. And that was now 22 years ago also.
And you're at Menards?
I'm at Menards and work with John Menard and a lot on the racing and promotion side of the business.
How do you like working with the Menomonie baseball program? How many years has that been now?
This is my 4th year with Zach Sloviak and the staff. Every year it just gets a little better and a little better and a little better. And the benefit, what has happened is that the youth program has really done a heck of a job to build this team. And it's we have got a nice solid group coming in this year, but like I tell people, we might be pretty good, but that doesn't guarantee any wins.
It's a really tough conference.
Until you get on the field, I mean, it's really tough.
Yeah. Well, again, we're talking with Jeff Abbott, Menomonie High School graduate, also teacher and coach from Eau Claire Memorial, now a coach in the baseball program at Menomonie High School. And, Jeff, so my oldest, AJ, you know him well. He's going to UW Eau Claire, and he really enjoyed working with you. I know for a while you were really working a lot with the pitchers, and, how nice for our school district to be able to have a young, energetic coach like Zach Sloviak, but also have someone like you on the staff, not calling you old, but certainly experienced. And, it's nice to kind of have that dynamic.
Don't worry, Joe, I can own it. I'm much older than those days, and we just have a really good staff. And that's very important, and we're pretty strong at all levels right now.
Well, we appreciate your work, and we appreciate you being our halftime guest. But as I anticipated, I'm going to have to give you the hook. So back to the bullpen you go, Jeff Abbott. We appreciate all your work in Menomonie. Appreciate you being our halftime guest. All halftime guests sponsored by Crystal Orthodontics. We'll take a real short time out, and we'll be back with Storm Harmon in the second half. You're watching Mustangs. Welcome back to Menomonie High School. The teams are getting back on the court. The score clock operator, Mr. Sahovic, has got 18 minutes on the board. I got to get the Crystal Orthodontics thing off the screen. Oh, I lost the scoreboard too. There we go. And we're back in action, Storm.
There we go.
Memorial with the ball to start the second half. Nice play out of the timeout, or out of the halftime.
DJ got to start second half. Looks like Blake's getting some work done on an ankle or something over there with the trainer.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So Blake Behrens looked like he's getting his ankle taped, and DJ Butler had a great first half. Rewarded with the start here in the second half, and he gets a rebound to answer the reward, and here come the Mustangs.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Memorial does here the second half to limit touches for Trevor Roberts.
So Menomonie with their own set play. Jake Rue down the line. Little floater is up and good. Jake Rue doesn't score many 2-point baskets. That's his first of the evening to go along with 3 3-pointers. And the Mustangs score first here in the second half. Good solid drive there by Memorial.
McCarthy.
That was number 11, Mason McCarthy. He's got 5 points now for the Old Abes.
Got a girls update at halftime, Joe. They're down 18-27 right now to Eau Claire Memorial.
Okay, so Menomonie girls down by 9 at halftime. That's a tough matchup. Memorial definitely the cream of the crop this year.
Yep, still unbeaten in conference play. I think they still got to play Hudson, but they beat Rice Lake last week.
Nice inside out there. Isaac Nielsen unable to knock it down, but a good look there for the Mustangs.
And I think that's important, Joe. I think early in the game, Trevor did a really good job being patient, trusting his teammates and kicking out, which allowed for all those post-ups later on in the half.
Good aggressive drive there by McCarthy, but good defense there by Nielsen. Yeah, you're right. I think that outside shooting right away opened up the middle and
yeah, just soften things up a little, just like that, right? They're really worried about Rob right now. They're kind of denying him even out on the elbow.
So DJ Butler not able to hit the spot on the backboard. Trevor Robert really crashed hard, but got the foul. I think that's his first. Yep, first on Robert. 1 team foul here in the half on the Mustangs, also 1 on the Old Abes. So Memorial will bring it up, trailing by 14, 16-17 to go. That's almost a 6-7 there, Storm.
That's why they maybe changed it to 6'8", Joe. That's the elementary teacher and Coach Van Grun's in there.
Oh, so Trevor Robert is really 6'7", but we didn't want to. People didn't want me saying that, huh? I think he's 6'8".
Yeah, he keeps growing and filling out. That's compared to last year too, how thick he's gotten.
McCarthy, real aggressive here in the second half. He got a nice shot there. I thought it was going to go in. Halfway down and pops back out. And here come the Mustangs. Jake Rue.
Good action.
Isaac Nielsen. Oh, and a beautiful blow by Nielsen. He lays it in. That's 7 points now for Isaac Nielsen. Beautiful left-handed layup there. Boy, he's got a quick first step. Covers a lot of ground.
A lot of ground. Bauer.
And there's the big scorer there for Memorial, Ian Bauer, another three-pointer. His 6th 3 of the evening. So he has 20 points, 20 of the 32. And we'll have a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well. And 15:25 to go. Mustangs leading 45-32. You're watching Mustangs TV.
Telling everyone I meet that if they need appliances, they have to go to Denny's. I had done a lot of research prior to calling them to schedule an appointment. I called and I spoke with Kayla. She made some suggestions of things that I might want to consider versus what I had picked out. She wanted to make sure I got the best price and the best rebates. I was so thrilled when I got done working with her.
When you want peace of mind on your appliance purchase, schedule your one-on-one appointment with Denny's today.
You're supposed to. Welcome back to Menomonie High School. Here come the Mustangs, leading 45-32. Tyler Nelson bringing it up for the Mustangs. We did get a note that there might be a short delay between the video and the audio. We apologize for that. I'll have to have Chad Zutter take a look at that on Monday, but hopefully it's good enough so you can follow what's going on. And that one knocked out of bounds. It will be the Mustangs' ball. Yeah, that kind of takes the pressure off of us, though, Storm. we could be slow to make our call. Isaac Nielsen loading in for Menomonie. Looking to the corner, Jake Rue. Nice screen by Tyler Nelson. And Rue slipped but kept his dribble. Trevor Robert now with the ball on the near side wing.
Easy.
Maybe if I don't call the play-by-play, you won't notice the delay. Trevor Robert, good pivot, up, under, back out to Rue, back into Robert. This is good. Good sharing of the basketball. Beautiful reverse pivot by Trevor Robert, who lays it in. Boy, his footwork's good for a big guy.
Yeah, just patient and strong. And you can tell that extra 10, 15 pounds of muscle he added in the offseason. It's really paying dividends for him this year.
I think he's got 22 points, Storm.
That's what I got him for.
Jake Rue thought he had the block, but the foul was whistled.
Little guys usually don't get rewarded too much with that.
We do not. And to the line goes Caleb Johnson, the 5'9 senior. So Johnson will shoot 2. That's Rue's first foul on Jake. Second team foul on the Mustangs. Again, we got Ian Penovich with us, the camera operator. Mom brought him a bag of Skittles. He's all energied up now, bottle of water or Propel or whatever that is.
Yeah, a member of one of our lower level teams. I think they got a sweep going so far tonight.
Nice. So he made them both, huh?
Yep.
So Caleb Johnson converts 2 from the free throw line. So Tyler Nelson doing a great job at point guard. I know you talked about it in the pregame, Storm. Mustangs have to handle the pressure. Three-pointer by Parker Barons, the freshman, off the iron. Rebound Isaac Nielsen.
Yeah, just so impressed. He's easy going, never gets too rattled with what's going on, just composed, and usually makes the right play for the Mustangs. And that's what you need out of a senior guard.
Turnaround jump shot there for Nelson off the front iron. And nice, strong drive there. Ian Bauer.
He's tough.
Gets the basket, the hoop, and the harm. I think that foul is going to be called on Nielsen. That's Isaac's second. And to the line will go Ian Bauer. He has 6 3-pointers from behind the arc, and now he can convert a 3-point play the old-fashioned way if he makes the free throw.
Yeah, and kind of not letting Memorial get buried here. You know, it's big moments that he's stepping up and making buckets for his team. I know you can appreciate as a former coach too, Joe, just kids that play hard.
Yeah.
Right? It's fun going to a gym, a field, a diamond, whatever it is, and you watch kids that play hard, you just appreciate it.
And not to take anything away from his athletic ability, but it's really his effort and his drive that's really making the difference.
For sure.
So Memorial not able to convert there. Might have traveled there, but a nice dump off there from Bauer. Down low. And the basket scored by Abbott Jepson. That's his first basket of the night. So an assist now for Bauer, and a timeout called by Coach Van Grunsven. I think that's going to be a full timeout. So we'll take a timeout as well. Mustangs leading by 12, 47. No, not by 12. By 8, 47 to 39. 13:23 left. You're watching Mustangs TV.
We've been able to build out the areas, the rural areas around Menomonie.
Most of those places are spots that have little to no access to high-speed internet. Pretty much all of those phone calls, the people are ecstatic and so excited to be able to finally get fiber optics.
It's really great that we were able to serve the folks in the rural that probably thought they would never get good internet service.
We put the fiber in the ground. That's gives them the connection, but it's also the support we provide. It's the services we provide over that fiber.
Welcome back to Menomonie High School. Little run here by Eau Claire Memorial has them right back in this thing, trailing 47 to 39, but down low to Trevor Robert. Followed by DJ Butler. Neither guy can
Trevor okay?
put it in, and Trevor's rolling around down there. He might have landed on someone. I think he might have turned his ankle, and he's going to have to come off the court. I think he's all right. They're going to let him stay, maybe more scared than anything.
Yep. Looked like right away he kind of grabbed his leg, and there was an awkward fall there.
Might have been a good time for a blocking call. You know, Trevor initiated the contact, but you can't take a charge under the rim.
And it stopped transition. That was kind of big. Memorial had numbers because he was down.
I think that's what Coach Brisky's saying. He's like, if you blew the whistle to stop it, he's got to come off the court. And I think they are going to make Trevor come off the court for a possession here. I think that's the right call. It was good preventive officiating, stopping the play. Trevor was rolling around pretty good, like he might have been injured. And if you stop the play for an injury, you would think the injured guy needs to come off.
Correct.
All right, so here come the Old Abes, trailing by 8.
That's strong.
Very strong drive there by Bauer, but good defense by the Mustangs.
That's
and
his second.
Foul will be called by Bauer. That's 2, you said, Storm?
I think so.
So 2 on Bauer, 2 on the Old Abes for the half. There's been nobody in foul trouble as far as I can tell. There haven't been many fouls called. pretty clean game.
Yes.
Mustangs looking to extend back to double digits. 3-point attempt from Rue off the back iron. Ian Kitzner now in there for Menomonie.
Good hustle there by Isaac. Almost got it.
He was the sub in there for Trevor Robert. Another strong drive. That would have been a foul the other night. No call. There's the call on the foul. And Ian Bauer will head to the line for the Old Abes. I think they got Kitzner on that one. Ian with his first foul. That's 4 now on the Mustangs.
It's a pretty fun battle watching him and DJ go at it. Relentless is the word that comes watching both of those two play.
Yeah, Bauer is playing real hard. So is Butler. All the guys are playing hard, but those two specifically are really leaving it all on the court. Both real good athletes. So he hits 1 out of 2, I think, right?
Yep.
He hasn't missed many baskets tonight. 1 for 2 from the free throw line that time. Ian Bauer.
See if we can get a look for Isaac or Tyler getting downhill here.
And a whistle is... it's
blood.
actually...
Yep. Cut his lip.
Yep.
Blood on his jersey.
DJ's got some blood on his jersey there. Again, good preventive officiating. Have him go see the trainer and get that cleaned up. That'll allow Trevor Robert to check back in. So it's going to be Nielsen, Rue, Nelson, Kitzner, and Robert out there for the Mustangs. Nelson, a lot of dribbling out front. Good defense there by Locken for the Old Abes. Old Abe's got a little bit more pep in their step all of a sudden, Storm.
They must have heard a word or two during halftime, maybe.
Jake Rue coming around the corner. Back out to Kitzner, over to Nelson.
And if Memorial's smart, I'd be doubling off of Kitzner right now, right?
Nice cut by Ian there, and he lays it in. Beautiful look there from Trevor Robert as Ian Kitzner with his first basket of the game.
And that's what we were talking about earlier, diving off of the catch for Roberts there.
That one off the rim, tapped by Robert, secured by Nielsen, and the Mustangs lead by 9 with the ball. Rue in the far wing. Nielsen over to Kitzner. Ian bounce pass into Robert, little wide, but Trevor chases it down. Back over to Kitzner, up and in. And I'll tell you, these post players, Kitzner and Robert, really doing a nice job sharing the ball. 2 baskets now for Kitzner.
That's tough.
And a tough shot there from Bauer. Wow, falling away. That was Michael Jordan type. Are we allowed to use that reference in a high school game? Probably not, huh?
Got him again.
Another one. So the double team comes to Trevor, and with Trevor's height, he can see so well. A nice dive to the basket by Ian Kitzner. He has 6. So the Old Abes and Mustangs trading baskets. Man-to-man defense for Menomonie. 3-point attempt there off the back iron. Rebound, Jake Rue. That's at least 3 rebounds now for Rue. He had a couple in the first half. Good job there by the senior. Entry pass into Nielsen on the elbow. Little handoff to Rue. Jake pulls up, sets it back up. Mustangs, no need to hurry. 10 minutes to go. Isaac Nielsen, reverse spin, and another lay-in by Kitzner. Ian Kitzner with 8 points in the last few minutes. That's been the difference in this run by the Mustangs, now leading by 13. Mustangs looking to close in on their first victory against the Old Abes since February 2021. Still 10 minutes to go, though. Tyler Nelson playing some defense. Now it's over. Kitzner guarding.
Travel. Yeah, there you go.
And a travel called. I think that's the first turnover here in the second half on either team. I might have missed one there, but here comes Parker Behrens. He'll check in for Isaac Nielsen.
Coach Van Grunsven same with the double big lineup too right now.
I think he likes what he sees.
Yeah.
Why change? Why fix something that ain't broken?
Just the spacing changed a little bit where Ian doesn't venture out a ton outside the perimeter very much. Likes to get to that elbow, and that high-low game really paid dividends for him.
We saw a lot of high-low last year with Isaac Ellison and Trevor Robert. Seen a little bit of a repeat of that tonight with Trevor Robert and Ian Kitzner. Robert, baseline, up, off the glass, and good. Trevor Robert lays it in. I think he's got 24.
Yep.
Mustangs.
Nice little run right now.
Yeah, Mustangs, it was just a 7-point game?
Yep.
8-point run here by Menomonie. Maybe even more than that. They were trading baskets for a while, but Menomonie pulling away a little bit. 3-point in the far side, off the iron. Rebound, Jake Rue. Another rebound for the senior guard.
Yeah, you need another possession here. Nothing wrong with taking a good 30 seconds off the clock and getting a good touch to your big.
Rue over to Kitzner to the top, over to Parker Barons on the far side. Mustangs moving the ball from side to side, Storm. Really letting Trevor work in the lane. That one up and off the glass.
And that was great patience there from that entry. We let the weak side action bring the guy back up so there's no weak side help no more.
So Trevor Robert showing some maturity there too. He just took the lay-in. You know, I think maybe a year ago he might have taken an extra dribble and tried to send that one home. But good job there, just getting up quick, getting the basket. Boy, Coach Van Grunsven has these guys playing well. Mustangs 8-3, looking to go to 9-3.
And showing some maturity with the way they handled that Memorials run, and they kind of snuck back into it.
But another 3-point basket by Bauer, and he is filling it up tonight. That's his 7th 3-point basket. I think he's got 26 points.
Got him again.
Yeah, Memorial, they're dropping 2 guys in the lane against Trevor Robert. Tyler Nelson pulls up from the elbow, off the back iron, but a rebound. Ian Kitzner out to Parker Barons for 3 off the front iron. Another rebound. Mustangs all over the offensive glass.
Eat it, right?
Get these extra opportunities. Go ahead and reset, reload. But a back cut by Kitzner off the glass. But that one, good defense there by Memorial. I think that was number 21, Ethan Pelichek. Good defense there by the old Abes. And that 3-pointer from Locken in and out. A foul called on
23 there?
Number 23. Who do you got there for 23?
Tilasek.
Tilasek called in the foul. I think that's only his first. Team's third. And a nice ovation as Ian Kitzner and Tyler Nelson will come out and get a little break here. Some great minutes there from Ian Kitzner. He hasn't seen the floor a lot this year, but those are some big minutes here in this BRC contest.
Yeah, I got a little banged up around the holiday time frame, so just didn't see some of the floor when they were kind of taking care of teams. So really, really encouraging to see the seniors step up tonight.
Entry pass from Nielsen. That one knocked away, though. Turnover on the Mustangs. I think that's their first turnover here in the second half. Only about 3 for the game. Good transition there from the old Abes. That'll lead to the foul on Jake Rue. McCarthy to the line for Memorial. 2 shots for him. He hits the first. McCarthy now has 6 points.
And that's probably from the final 6:43 here is limit their attempts at the free throw line and contest the 3-point shot here, and I think he'll be in good shape.
So McCarthy 1 of 2. Rebound tracked down by DJ Butler. He's got to be approaching double digits in those rebounds, Storm. Getting all stats on Mustangs TV. Very unofficial. Apologize to Mike Sill Insurance. I didn't get the replay working here yet tonight. Hopefully Brian understands. Jake Rue, a little too strong on that one, over the head of Trevor Robert.
So you saw the post up there, Joe. He was asking for a left hand, kind of middle there. If I'm Rue, I want to swing it opposite. Nice finish there. So that pass can come back in off of the seal. He's kind of getting a 3/4 front right now, so it's the right read, but it needs to come from a different location.
So McCarthy lays it in for the old Abes. They're not going away. It's an 11-point game with just under 6 minutes to go here. Still playing some real strong man-to-man defense. And Coach Van Grunzen feels the importance of this time, and he's going to use a timeout. It'll take a 30-second timeout. So, Storm, we'll keep it right here. Explain us a little bit more about that post-up you were talking about.
So right now, if you're watching on the screen, Mustangs playing a 4-out 1-in, really featuring Trevor Roberts. So there's good action.
Okay, hold on. So 4 guys out in the perimeter and 1 guy in the post.
With Trevor being the post. And you'll notice we've getting really good possessions when we get that side-to-side movement. So the ball starts on one side of the floor, kind of gets swung to the other side, and it really stretches the defense from sideline to sideline, which makes rotations from the help side really difficult to get to Trevor.
When you say help side, you're talking about the side opposite the ball.
Opposite of the ball there. And so you'll notice we got a couple of those easy ones where it's swinging, we call it the slot, so the 2 guys up top on the perimeter. When that slot-to-slot pass takes place, the entry's coming in and there's a good exchange, so the 2 players are changing sides on the weak side there. And so that action creates this big opening for Trevor to get the ball.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's a lot of strategy, and you know that coaches like Storm Harmon and Coach Van Grunsven, they know how to do it, and been very effective so far here tonight.
And I really love it off of their spread action. So it's a nice wrinkle that complements the spread where we kind of isolate a side of the floor. And we've really gone to it like these last couple of games. We didn't really show it early on in the season.
So entry pass to Jake Rue. He's out on the far wing. Trevor Robert, the post inside. The other 4 guys playing 4 out. Kind of like Coach Harmon just talked about. That one knocked away from Nielsen. Another turnover for the Mustangs. That's a couple turnovers now in the last minute. 3-point attempt there is off the iron. Bauer finally missed one, and it's out of bounds. The ball go to Menomonie.
You got to wonder, too, what the legs are like for Bauer getting late in the game here.
He's done a lot for the Old Abes.
And also battling in the post, so...
All right, so walking it up is Tyler Nelson across the timeline. And aggressive defense there from Andrew Hudson, but a little too aggressive as the foul is called. Good effort there. Again, these Memorial kids, they're playing hard. Little outmatched, especially in the height category, but they're making a game of it. Tyler Nelson setting the offense for Menomonie. Got Rue, Butler, Robert, Nelson, and Nielsen.
Oh, dragged him down.
Little hook and hold there, no call.
Right read by Isaac, right? Saw the C part, you got to hit her there.
And Isaac Nielsen, he's got that quick first step. And Trevor talking to the official saying, hey, he had me locked up and pulled me down. They call that more, and they can review that now in college. You don't see that here in high school. But to the Bills distributing free throw line is Isaac Nielsen. He'll get 2. First one from Nielsen off the back iron. When you get a second, Storm, you'll have to check that girls' score again. They were down by 9 at halftime, were the Mustangs, over at Eau Claire Memorial. Memorial and Hudson leading the conference on the girls' side. Hudson, River Falls, and this Eau Claire Memorial team right now leading the conference on the boys' side. The Old Abes, they've kind of had a favorable schedule. They have beat Chippewa, they beat Rice Lake, but they knocked off a good River Falls team. That 3-pointer by Locken off the iron, rebound Trevor Robert. Mustangs can afford to take their time if they want to. Good hands there by DJ. And a good lob pass from Rue down low to Robert. Trevor a little too far on that. He tried to hit the backboard, but his angle was off just a little bit. Looked like me playing pool. Those bank shots are tough. Inbound to Butler. Over to Nelson. 3-pointer from Rue. Oh, in and out for Jake Rue.
Halfway down. He got a quick release. Whew.
He sure does. So here come the Old Abes. There's a 3-point attempt of their own. That one good.
5-9, huh?
That was number 2, Andrew Hudson, his first basket of the night. And we'll have a timeout. So we'll take a timeout here as well. Mustangs leading 60-51, 3:54 left in this game. You're watching Mustangs.
Advanced Electrical and Mechanical is a Pysick family-owned business and proud supporter of Menomonie Athletics. Whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural, we've got your electrical, HVAC, and refrigeration needs covered. Let's make your project happen. Call us today at 715-495-2968 or visit us online at www.advancedelectricalmechanical.com.
Easier. Welcome back to Menomonie High School. And scoring report from Eau Claire Memorial. The Old Abes in the girls matchup have extended their lead, leading by about 20 now with 10 minutes to go. That firepower team there, the girls basketball team for Memorial, leading the Mustangs here in the second half.
Yeah, when they come, if you get a chance, when they're coming to Menomonie, I check them out. They're pretty deep. They're 6 through 10 can really play at a high level. Let alone their 1 through 5 are one of the best in the state, too.
Well, we were just talking during the timeout break. We're at the 4-minute mark. Really important time here. Eau Claire Memorial, they're going to try to pressure it, and the Mustangs can take care of the next couple minutes. They'll put themselves in great position to get their first victory over the Old Abes since 2021. Trevor Robert. Oh, there's going to be a turnover on Menomonie and a foul called on Isaac Nielsen. So the Old Abes up in the pressure a little bit. That foul is going to be the third on Nielsen, 6th on the team. So the next time the Mustangs foul, that'll send Eau Claire Memorial to the free throw line. That's what the Old Abes would like to do, is score baskets without that clock running. And another foul called, this one on Butler, as Ian Bauer continues to dominate. He makes the basket and is fouled, so he'll have a chance for the three-point play. One free throw coming for Ian Bauer. Bauer hits that one.
2-possession game.
And the lead now 6. Full court press from the Old Abes. Isaac Nielsen, Tyler Nelson, the seniors will bring up the ball for Menomonie.
That was going to be a 10-second call.
Yep, might have to call a timeout here if he has one. Nielsen just across the timeline, all the way to the hoop, but that one left short, and good hustle rebound. Trevor Robert lays it in for the Mustangs. A critical basket for Trevor Robert. 28 points now for the big guy. That one knocked away. They're letting them play now, Storm.
Yeah, they are.
And coming away with it is Trevor Robert. And he wisely gets it to his senior guard, Tyler Nelson. Ooh. And a foul called. Wow. Foul called on Caleb Johnson. The Memorial crowd does not like that one. And I can understand why.
Yeah. Tough. This is the hardest part to officiate, right? The final 3 minutes in these tight games, and it's been physical throughout. Officials have done a pretty good job, I thought, pretty consistent all night.
They've been terrific. So Tyler Nelson over to Jake Rue. Mustangs going to have to be strong with the ball now. Only 16 fouls on the Old Abes. They won't mind stopping the clock with another foul if they need to. Isaac Nielsen to the lane, up and off the glass, and good.
That's back to playing off 2 feet. Really good job getting control, getting that strength underneath, and then finishing.
Strong drive by the senior guard, Nielsen. But another three-pointer for the Old Abes from Ian Bauer.
What a night.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 3-pointers for Bauer. And a quick timeout called by the Old Abes. I think it's going to be a 30, Storm. We'll keep it right here. And wow, how impressive has Ian Bauer been?
Yeah, I've heard through my uncle was at River, watched that game, and he was saying how he was really impressed with how the kid plays. And yeah, it's been fun to watch.
I'm a little surprised that Menomonie hasn't tried to do a little box and one or something like that.
So they did that on Tuesday to the Gretz kid from River.
Right.
So that was one of the wrinkles that we were throwing in with the zone and the man mix, and it really bothered River, I thought. They weren't probably as efficient at finishing as they would have liked. But yes, you're right. That I don't know, especially if you have like a kid like Nielsen, he can go follow him around pretty well.
Yeah. But Coach Van Grunsven knows what he's doing. Mustangs still leading by 6 with 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go. But it's that 2-possession game. The teams have played a pretty even 2 minutes. That three-pointer there by Bauer was a big one. And the Mustangs, they don't know who's taking it out of bounds.
That's a bold strategy there. Yeah.
So Mustangs in their press break alignment. Nielsen from under the basket bounces it in. Great ball handling there by Tyler Nelson. He wisely pulls it out, looking to burn some time. Over to Jake Rue on the far side. Rue with the ball. Over to Trevor Robert. Way out off the top of the key. Looks like the Mustangs still have 2 timeouts available as DJ Butler attacks the rim. Foul there called on McCarthy, I believe. That's his second. And to the line for 2 shots will go DJ Butler. Again, all free throws sponsored by Bills Distributing. First one by DJ up and off the rim. Looks like DJ's got 6 points tonight. 10 plus rebounds, number of steals, and just some overall great hustle.
Yes.
Mustangs could use a free throw make here. That one off the rim. So DJ 0 for 2 from the line. Here come the Old Abes, down by 6, 1:37 to go. Good drive there as
good job attacking the closeout.
McCarthy lays it in. He's got 10 now. And it's a 5-point game.
Be strong.
Tyler Nelson all the way into the elbow. Out to Rue, over to Butler. Into DJ. Nice cut there by Tyler Nelson. And Trevor Robert finds him, lays it in. Big basket there for the Mustangs.
Yeah, keeping it a 3-possession game. Really unselfish by Trevor right there. Quick decision making too to get that head snapped around.
This Mustangs team really does a good job sharing the ball. Good no call there. Bauer wanted the call. And Coach Brieske really advocating for it, but looked like he was a little out of control. That one up to Rue, off the glass, off the iron, no good. Jake Rue tried to wrap it around, and now quickly coming down the court are the Old Abes. And that three-pointer is good. As
he's all over him, yeah.
Andrew Hudson knocks down his second 3 of the night to bring the score back to 4. And a timeout called by the Old Abes. That'll be a full timeout. So we'll take a quick one here as well. You're watching Mustangs. Welcome back to Menomonie High School. 29 seconds to go. It's going to be Menominee's ball. Storm, what do we got to do here?
Well, one, get organized in your press break here. For Memorial, you got to anticipate that they're going to do an early trap. They're probably going to try and force the ball into DJ's hands or Trevor. Kind of struggle a little bit from the free throw line. Most of the year, Nelson and Nielsen and Rue have been pretty solid from the line, so they're going to try and avoid them catching it. But again, like if you're the Mustangs, we want our guards to catch the ball right now.
Well, Menomonie does have 2 timeouts, so if they have a hard time getting the ball inbounds or if it comes inbound to a trap situation, they can use a timeout. Isaac Nielsen has the baseline to run. He inbounds it into Tyler Nelson.
I'd take that foul if I was Memorial.
Yeah, I would too. But DJ unloads it to Nielsen. Oh, Rue was under the basket all alone. But instead, Nielsen wisely holds it out there, runs a little bit more clock, and takes the foul. So with 19.8 seconds, Isaac Nielsen will head to the line for bonus throws. Again, all free throws sponsored by Bills Distributing. First one from Nielsen off the back iron. So the Mustangs have missed 3 free throws in a row here in the last minute or so.
Oh, he got fouled.
And straight to the hoop goes McCarthy. He lays it in and is fouled. That's 12 points for McCarthy now, and it's a 2-point game with 12.8 seconds. That foul called on Tyler Nelson. That's his first, team's 8th. 1 free throw coming here for McCarthy.
And if you're Coach Van Grunzen, you still got those 2 timeouts right now.
McCarthy makes the free throw.
Use it. Use it. Good.
And timeout called by the Mustangs.
They got about 4 seconds there. It was getting a little tight.
That's going to be a 30-second timeout, it looks like. So, Storm, 12.8 to go, up by 3. What's the strategy?
So I might be wrong in here, but I've seen a lot of the boys play this year, and Nelson is usually cool as a cucumber on the free throw line, so I'd find a way where he's catching it, waiting for that contact to come. Maybe change up your look formation-wise also. We've kind of given the same stacked look out of it, just so it's a different way or different angle that Memorial has to trap from, because every second's precious right now, right? And the advantage is us. We're in good shape. I'd be reminding our kids right now that scoreboard's ours. We still got a timeout here, but everything's got to be strong with the ball, right? Memorial's going to be aggressive because they have to be being down right now.
And Menomonie still has that big 1 timeout left,
Yep.
so if they run into trouble, they can call it. And there's no prohibition against calling 2 timeouts back to back.
Nope, you're good in high school.
If he can't get it in, he can call another timeout. And again, I said this before, the Mustangs have not beat the Old Abes since February 11th, 2021. Mustangs won that game in overtime, 67-65. We have a pretty similar score here, Storm, 66-65.
Wow.
With 12.8 to go, Mustangs have the ball.
All right, so a different look right now. I like that by Coach Van Grunsven. Again, how can you get Tyler probably the ball?
Inbound goes to Nelson, just like you called, and a foul called right away.
Still single bonus here.
Tell you, give these Old Abes a lot of credit. They could have packed her in. They were down by about 13 with, about 6 minutes left or something.
Yeah, and I think it goes back to Ian Bauer's senior leadership, right? If you have a kid that's leading and just plays that hard, it's hard not to join him.
So it's still single bonus. That was the 9th team foul on the Old Abes. So 1-1 for Tyler Nelson. First one is up and good, and Storm, you really called it. Cool as a cucumber. Tyler Nelson had 31 points last Friday against New Richmond. I only got him down for 4 tonight.
Yep.
But again, he finds ways to make it happen, and he hits them both. Mustangs feeling much better about it.
You got to foul the take, too, if you want, under.
So I don't think the score is right.
That's a good take.
And Butler does take the foul.
Before the 3 got up there.
Yeah, well done there by DJ. It was called on the floor. So it'll be bonus throws. Mustangs leading. I thought they're leading by 3.
Yep. They're up 1 prior to that.
Okay, so we're leading by 1. Nelson made the 2 free throws. Now leading by 3. Bauer makes the first. Think he'll try to miss the second on purpose?
I would think so. Usually a coach, you have a play that you've gone over. Oh, yeah, make sure that guy, he might be below the free throw line. Oh, yeah, you got lucky.
And he does. He misses on purpose. Off the rim. He gets his rebound. Up and off the glass.
Wow.
No good. A great last-minute effort there by Ian Bauer.
What an ending.
And he got the ball and got a look, but time ran out. So for the first time since February 2021, the Mustangs knock off the Old Abes and get this victory. Not only is that victory big for ending the streak, but it also moves the Mustangs up the BRC standings. That'll drop the Old Abes to 3-2 in the conference. That'll improve the Mustangs' record to 3-2. And there's going to be a lot of fun basketball yet to be played throughout this season. So, Storm, any last words of wisdom for anybody?
No, I feel privileged. Two teams coming out competing. Good basketball there. Monster night from Trevor Roberts. It was good to see him, and I thought he just made good decision after good decision. Knew when to finish, knew when to kick it down. Great minutes by Kistner coming in. You think about those 8 points now, how important those were with how much fight you got from the Old Abes down the stretch here. And then tip my cap to Ian Bauer. What a night. It was really fun to watch a kid play that hard.
Yeah, I think Bauer had over 30 points, and I think Trevor Robert had about 28.
Yep.
So Bauer and Robert, I would say, would be the players of the game if that was a thing. But Yeah, what an entertaining Friday night of basketball here from Menomonie High School. But that'll do it for us. I'd like to give a shout-out to our normal broadcaster, Chad Zutter. Hoping he's enjoying his well-deserved night off. And Storm, appreciate all your work on the color.
Yep.
And certainly Ian Penovich, our cameraman. So for Storm Harmon, Ian Penovich, and Joe Zadowski, we're signing off. Mustangs win 68-66. You've been watching Mustangs TV.